All right, hello there. Happy Friday, TGIF. We are kicking things off outside with a good time. I'm Laura Schweizer.
And I am Stephanie Langston, and we are with the man, the myth, the legend, $2 Elvis, and his trusty sidekick, Trixie, back behind us here. Welcome.
Howdy. Thank you very much for having me here. I'm $2 Elvis, the cheapest Elvis imposter in America. Maybe you heard of me, but probably not.
Well, we're going to hear about you today. Tell us who $2 Elvis is and what is King of the Road?
Well, $2 Elvis is the cheapest Elvis imposter in America in a long, long line, and it's a mighty long line of cheap Elvis imitators. The dirt cheapest one right here. The King of the Road TCB tour service is a tour guide service where we went Trixie from 1960, and we have a hunk of burning fun while we do it.
Yes. Oh, tell us about Trixie. She's beautiful.
She's a 1960 Cadillac Fleetwood, and we have a hunk of burning fun in her.
Okay, we've got to ask you, $2 Elvis, how exactly did you get on this road? How did this all kind of come together?
Well, I was a seventh son of a tour guide of a seventh son of a tour guide, only kidding there. I worked in music and entertainment for about 17 years. I ended up doing stand-up comedy. I got a call from a friend one time and said, hey, man, do you want to be Randy Travis's Santa Claus? Is that Sambuca? And I was like, does it pay? So we worked out a deal, and I go there, and I'm not your typical Santa Claus, and I've got Randy Travis and his band just stomping and hollering and just yelling and getting drunk in this really nice restaurant. And at the end of the night, Randy Travis looked at me and goes, you're the best Santa Claus I've ever seen. That's exactly what he said. That's exactly how he said it. So I started doing Santa Claus. To foreshadow that, I was Santa Claus in the school play. I was in 6th grade, and I was also Santa Claus in the Columbia Mall when I was 22 years old. Pretty crappy Santa, right? Anyways, the next year my phone rang, and it was Randy Travis's personal assistant, and he had tracked me down. And, you know, I didn't have a card. I had not come up with $2 Elvis, anything like that. They wanted to hire me again. So this year was at Sambuca, but I came up with something different. I'd already subconsciously been developing this Elvis dude. And so I came up with Elvis Claus, half Elvis, half Santa. And I just go there, and I mashed up, I had on a white jumpsuit, had the boots, the belt, the hat, and I just mashed it up. I gave him my buddy Hillbilly Casino's Christmas record, and he loved it again. And there was this girl there that liked it, because, you know, most girls do like it. And she was hiring me to do these business mixers, and she would run a ballroom in a hotel, and this went on for a while. And, you know, one thing led to another, and finally I was like, apparently I could do this if I wanted to, but you really have to understand, Laura, that in all the years of me working in entertainment, I always thought Elvis impersonator was the stupidest thing anybody could want to be. I mean, you know, you're a barista, you drive a truck, you were unemployed, you still live with your parents. None of you are Elvis Presley, man, none of you. But apparently I could do it well enough, and at the same time I was watching the tourism in Nashville grow, and I just had an idea. And so I bought a 57 Cadillac that I don't have anymore. I named her El Cheapo. And I started King of the Road TCB touring service, and it's been a hunk of burning fun ever since. Look out, man.
Well, you mentioned music, and I know that's how our paths originally crossed decades ago.
Shack Shakers.
Yes, the band that he followed around. You really do have your pulse on Nashville. Tell us what the experience is like to go on one of your tours. Where you take us?
Well, no two tours are ever the same. It's a combination of murals, vintage stores, record stores, obscure country music relics that no one knows about. They're right in front of your face, just don't look. A place to eat and bars. It ain't no damn history lesson, Langston.
You heard it here. I bet it's such a blast for everyone who's with you on these tours. Do you have any memorable moments on the tour that stick out?
You know, I appreciate everyone who calls up the King of the Road, but the people that I appreciate the most are the people who want to surprise a loved one and take them on a tour of Nashville with the King of the Road. Because $2 Elvis and the King of the Road specialize in surprising loved ones. That's what we do.
And you do corporate events. You do weddings.
Weddings, conventions, music videos. In fact, I am going to be at the Mirror on Donaldson at the Electric Chapel doing weddings now. MirrorNetwork.com.
Wow. Okay, I want to know, when you're putting on this outfit and you're putting on the eyeliner too, which he's nailed, and you're doing the hair, what's going through your mind? Like, how are you getting into character?
Man, you know, it's kind of gotten blurry. The truth is, man, I think that Elvis Presley is my friend. I think he's rooting for me. I think he's got a good sense of humor, and things just keep working out. The phone just keeps ringing. I've kind of got like a subculture thing going on, and I do really feel like I add a lot to the Nashville entertainment. I feel like I add a lot to it. A little small twinkle in the stars, in the sky.
You are a bright twinkle.
Thank you.
Yes. And I know you're known as $2 Elvis. It might cost a little bit more than $2, but the cheapest imposter we can get, right?
The next one of you buffoons that come up to me ignorantly chuckling, is it really only $2? Is going to get a nicotine to the temple, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm tired of these ridiculous questions, man. The cheapest Elvis Imposter America, $2 Elvis. Look out, baby.
Look out, baby. I think I need to practice that one. Okay, so how do people book you?
You can go to www.2dollarelvis.com. You can find me on Instagram at King of the Road Nashville. And just send me a private message. You can slip in them DMs anytime, girls.
Hey, I found these in my desk. I have to be in character with you a little bit here. I bet a lot of folks show up with the glasses. What is the typical tour like, though? Walk me through. Does it start in the morning? Do you take me to lunch at Dino's? Where do we go?
I'm telling you, no two are ever the same. I like to pick them up around 11 or 12, let the traffic kind of settle down. I've got like a window there that I think works out pretty well. There are a couple of places I like to show off, but if you really want to know, you got to take the tour.
Oh, see? Exactly. Hey, thank you so much, $2 Elvis.
Yes.
What a guy.
Thank you very much.
Hunk of burning fun. You heard him here. All right, everyone. Have a blast. Book your tour. And he is the king of the road. Check out his tour online. You heard it from him. $2elvis.com. Thank you.